About a year ago, I was in an extremely dark place, fucking hating life. So many wrong turns. I was at the point where there was no going back in the right direction, and I was just completely lost. I don't know if any of you have ever felt that feeling, because I'd never felt anything like that prior. It was absolutely terrifying, genuinely terrifying feeling. Horrendous, like just feeling completely lost, like waking up every morning and only like dreading every single day. The days where you have free time, they just seem to fucking dwindle away like that, and then suddenly you were back into the cycle. Got any help or anything like that? I never spoke to anyone professionally, so anything that I say in this video is just fucking my experience. I did read a quote from a therapist that I saw this morning. It said something along the lines of, any time that you are trying to rest but you're feeling guilty and you're feeling anxious because you feel like you should be doing something whilst you're resting, it's completely ineffective. You're not resting, you're just making things worse. And that is genuinely what it was like. Every time I had any sort of downtime, I just felt like I should be doing something to get myself out of that rut. Fucking exhausted. I still am, guys. I still am. There's nothing. It's not a case of now everything's perfect. Far from it. Far from it. During that period, at that time, I had to take control over the aspects of my life that I could take control over. And trust me, I felt like there were very few. The one aspect of my life that I could always take control over, and I always feel like I will be able to take control over, is my fitness. You hear people talking about like the gym is therapy and stuff like that, and I've said this before in other videos, and I think sometimes it's a bit of a soundbite, you know, the gym's my therapy. It sounds cool, it sounds like, oh man, you must fucking love the gym if that's your version of therapy. It's so true. I made a decision because of my schedule, because of the free time that I had. My wife was having a difficult time as well. Didn't want my personal choice of going to the gym to impede upon her also. So I made a choice that I was going to start training every day at 4 o'clock in the morning. It wasn't difficult. That's the thing. It genuinely wasn't difficult, because that was the highlight of my day every single day. The highlight of my day was waking up, and what started off as a plan to go to the gym from like 5 till 6:30 and then come home and then get ready and just get on with the day, it started getting earlier and earlier, and there were days where I'd be in the gym at like 3 a.m. Wasn't sleeping. I had like insomnia. I was having panic attacks in the night. Getting in the gym calmed me. It wasn't about aesthetics. It wasn't about being shredded or whatever it is that I'm usually rambling on about in these videos. It was just about taking control of one aspect of my life. It wasn't about the physical results, but it was about feeling like, right, this is my time, doing something for me. I don't even want to start saying dramatic things, because I guess if I'd spoken to someone at the time, someone who was qualified to have these type of conversations, maybe they could have like opened my eyes quickly, but I didn't have that available to me. And I decided to cleanse myself by training my bollocks off. These boats are noisy. Look, we're just down there by the river. This is meant to be a nice peaceful place, but these boats are fucking noisy. Now obviously there was a bit of an unhealthy cycle, because at 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm waking up and I'm going to the gym, knowing that that was my fucking highlight of my day about to happen, I felt good. Then obviously those workouts came and they went. Suddenly I was back into the cycle. And don't get me wrong, I'm not going to lie and say like I wasn't fucking going out and doing something despicable in the day, but I was just doing something that I just didn't want to do, and stuck, feeling tired, feeling like I've like fucked things up basically. Like I don't know how it, I mean I know how, but I'm not going to talk about that here. I know what happened. There was one pivotal moment in everyone's life, best moment of your life, but also changes a lot of things because of circumstances, in terms of living abroad, different laws and things like that in different countries. It hit me harder than I thought, because I wasn't expecting the circumstances to be the way they were. That's not the point. The point is we made decisions. We went back to Japan. Still, it wasn't enough. It didn't work out the way we expected. I had some friends there. Miss my friends in Japan. I miss those guys. Don't have any friends there. Miss my friends back at home. Miss my family back at home. Very lucky in many ways, and it's a really fucking difficult thing to get your head around, where you've got so much that so many people don't have, but there's so many things missing. You're imagining this perfect life. I guess it's like a jigsaw, because I've had about 10 different lives in the last 10, 15 years. You know, I was in Korea for a while, Japan for a while, single, relationships, father, non-father, responsibilities, jack all. Nobody has the ability to pick and choose and cherry pick what aspects of what life they would want. But you know, like I would want my friends from Korea and my friends from Japan to be in the location here doing this job with my family the way it is. I guess when I say it like that, it sounds like, oh, it's just life, mate, that's just life. But it's not life when it's fucking with your head, guys, and you're feeling miserable. And I'm very thankful to the gym for helping me through that time. I really am. Thank you, gym. Thank you, gym. Oh, fucking hell. Listen to these boats. It's not so much a case of saying thank you, gym, or a case of like, Jesus Christ, thank God I had the gym at that time. Thank God I had something that I could control, something that I could focus on, something that I knew I was good at, that I know I was good at, that I know I am good at. Didn't, I don't know where I would be right now. Some tough experiences in the past, and I'm trying to move forward and be positive. Still training fucking hard, trying to get jacked out of my skin now. I'm not really trying to get jacked out of my skin, just trying to be healthy, strong, the version of myself and my daughter. Someone said that to me one time. Sometimes you gotta be a little bit selfish and focus on yourself, because you're a shit version of yourself, you're gonna be a shit version of yourself for other people, as in your daughter and your wife. Really stuck with me. If you are having a tough time right now and you've come across this for whatever reason, I'm not out of the woods, guys. I'm not out of the woods. Honestly, mate, I never thought I would be a person who has stuff going on like that. But was. It just came on suddenly in the grand scheme of things. In the grand scheme of my life, it came on so fucking suddenly, and it's hit me like a ton of bricks. And if it's hit you, and this isn't professional advice, I would say find something you're good at and lean into that. Lean into that and make that. I'm not saying make it your priority. It's never been my priority over my family or anything like that, but make that your personal priority. A master of that craft, whatever it may be. You might be making Lego. Become a master of that craft and focus on that and have some personal time for that, because it was those moments of feeling like, at least I still got a fucking great physique. No, I mean, it's not that shallow, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, it was those moments of excelling in the gym and thinking, you know what, this is my time, my place, when I felt happiest. Anyway, geezers, thank you for watching this video. This channel is such a mixed bag. For one video to go viral, get about 100,000 viewers, 100,000 views, 100,000 subscribers from one video. All right, I'll just dedicate my life to making that type of content. But right now, I just want to make content that's personal to me. I'm not sharing on Facebook anymore. I'm not sharing it on Instagram anymore, because I don't really want people to see this side of me. I like putting it out there in the hope that maybe someone who's having a shit time might come across this daft video and think, can relate to this guy. I'm going to try what he says. And if it helps them, then that's fucking great. That's all I want. So anyway, guys, having a tough time, feel free to reach out. Always happy to have a chat. Even though I'm a nobody, even though I'm a random, I'm always happy to be someone to talk to, because I wish I could have had a chat with some people in the last year or so. For watching, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.